Hi everyone, it's Heather at Gypsy Crafter Journals. I've spent most of the afternoon making these really cute little rosettes. I use them on gift wrapping and I was running really low, so I thought, you know what, I'd seen a little drawer of them that I'd cut out some time ago, so they were ready for me to do. Now this is the scrap that's left. I'm going to show you how I made them. So I've done really well, I've made so many today. So what I used was, it's a die cut and it's a rosette die cut. Now my sister really kindly cut me out a load of these some time ago, and then I also had this little box of them that I cut out myself. And they usually come with two sets of 2 dies, and each time you cut them out you have to cut out 2 of these little sort of perforated strips, and you use these to make the rosette. So these particular ones are 2 different styles, and I've got 2 different styles here as well. You can see they're just slightly different. I don't know whether you can tell, that one's sort of got more of a crimped look to it. So they make just very slightly different flowers or rosettes. So this one here is the jagged sort of tooth type pointy edge, and this one here is the more rounded, so let me just move that one out of the way, the more rounded edge. So what you do is you cut 2 out of each strip, and then you have to fold them in a concertina so that both of your strips are folded into a concertina shape. So for example, I always start by folding downwards and fold it down, so you have peaks and troughs, peaks and valleys. So each one is folded. Sorry, I hope you can see this okay. I might have to zoom in. So it's folded, so it's like that. Let's just zoom in a little bit. I'm not used to doing close-up, so this may work, might not. How's that? Okay, so there you can see, you'll be able to see the lovely dryness of my hands as well, which were great. So there's that one, and then again I just fold the first one down and then just fold all the way until I have a little concertina shape. So the next thing, well, I should have said before, you need a little base. Now this is brilliant, these, because it uses up, I have loads of these little punch tags that I don't want to throw away. I do sometimes, but I save them in a drawer, not dissimilar to this, and then I use them for making embellishments for my junk journals. So it's handy just to have a little base, but you can also use other sort of shapes, so little scallop shapes, other little hearts. This is sort of the middle, it's an oval from a die cut, a bit that obviously doesn't get used because it's a frame, but so I pop that in the pot, and also that one, which is just from a punch, I think. Anyway, so I get all these little bits and I just save them, and then they're great for coming in handy just to pop these on as a base. Okay, so the next thing I do, now I do use my hot glue for this, so I've got my lovely hot glue gun here, which is looking rather atrocious because all the glue is sort of dripping into the bottom of the unit. So what I do is I take both edges of the concertina shape that I have made, and I glue the edges together to make one long strip, and that will then fold up to make the little star or flower shape, whatever you want to call it. So on the edge, I keep going out of frame, you'll have to forgive me, I'm not very good at this, I'm learning. Here we go. So on the edge I just pop, I've just dropped my concertina shape just once. Okay, I'm back. Close-up filming. This is so much fun, isn't it? And I'm going to end up dropping it again because I've got all these stringy bits on the end of my disgusting glue gun. Okay, right, back to it. Try and get rid of all the stringy bits. So, the edge of the piece of concertinaed paper, just pop a tiny bit of glue. I use my hot glue gun because it sets quickly. And then you take your other piece of concertina paper and you basically stick one piece onto the other. And because I am trying to do it quickly, obviously it's not working quickly, so let's do that again. Let's get a little bit more glue. I think all the glue's literally gone out at the end into the blooming glue pot. Would have been easier if I just used wet glue, wouldn't it? There we go. Alright, that's a huge amount. So I'll pop that there now. And then I just sandwich those two ends together. And now it's gone completely out of focus. Okay, so then you're going to make a loop, so you're going to fold it round and glue those two edges together. So let's try that. If we can do it without burning our fingers off. There we go. Just loop that round and squish them together. So then you end up with almost a crown, really. It's like one of those little paper crowns from the Christmas crackers. And it's all folded already for you. Now, the technique is, as far as I can see, is to fold it in, to fold all your peaks and troughs back in again, and then sort of squish it in the middle part so that it becomes a flower. And at one point it will get to it will sort of almost do it itself, and you can sort of hold that as a flower shape like that. Then what you do is take your base material. In fact, I'm going to use this one because I think that's really cute. It's a little bit big, but I quite like that one. I'll probably use it for a larger one normally. And then you just get your hot glue, pop a circle of hot glue, and then gently pop your rosette in the centre and just hold it down in the middle. And obviously you've got loads of strings because you're using hot glue. But you can do that with wet glue, and I have done it with wet glue before, but I'm just trying to do things quickly. So there you go, and then clearly I didn't get that bang on centre, but never mind. You get the idea, I'm sure. There you go. So I've made loads. I'll just do one more. So this one's already folded up, and I've glued the edges together. And for this one I'm just using a smaller piece because sometimes you don't want the edge showing, so you just sort of fold it in on itself and make it slightly closer in the middle, so you sort of fold in the middle bit. I'm not explaining this very well, hopefully you can see it. And then it just sort of pops, the middle sort of pops into place like that and turns into a little flower shape. So then you just pop a little bit of hot glue onto your backing, whatever you want to use, and then I just sort of gently lift it up and pop it on, and then push it in the middle. There we go. And then you can use up any little punched shapes, or you could use maybe flat back pearls and things like that. But for now, let's see what we've got. I have been using these, they're quite big, but it's just a punched out heart shape. I keep going out of shot, I do apologise, I'm not used to doing it all so close up. So just a punched out heart. I'll just stick a little bit of hot glue in the middle, get my punched out heart, and stick it on, and there you go. You've got a really cute little embellishment looks fantastic on tags. I do like using this sort of thing in junk journals, but I know it's not everyone's taste, and I know that they are chunky and people don't like chunky things in junk journals, but I just think it looks really cute on tags and as part of closures and to decorate up clusters and things like that, and I just think they look really cute. So there you go, that's basically what I've been doing this afternoon. I hope you've been having some fun crafting as well, and I'll see you in the next video. Thanks for joining me. Take care everyone. Bye bye.